full name?
Manuel and Silva.
And when were you born?
I was born in 1912.
February the 8th, correct?
February the 8th of 1912.
Where at?
I was born east of Tulare, about 3 or 4 miles there on the old,
How are you gonna take them?
It's recording.
name of the ranch there.
Just the picture voice. So
Okay.
when you want to stop
Can't think
recording,
of the
just
name
press
of the
that
ranch
button
now.
and flip it up to standby. That's it.
And your parents?
The camera doesn't have to be
Frank,
moved, it's set right
Frank
on.
and Silva and
Isn't
Mary,
it on standby?
Mary Martin.
And
Mary A.
Well,
Martin.
this
Mary
is what
Martin,
it is
and your father
recording
worked
now.
at
So right
the
here on
dairy?
window.
My dad was a
It's
dairyman,
recording.
and then later on, he just done a little of everything. He hauled milk,
This doesn't have to be moved,
the,
you just sit there. It's giving
wired,
its voice and everything right
in the
there.
early days when electricity first came to the ranch, my dad wired barns for the neighbors who wired all their barns for electric lights and stuff.
And that was in Tulare? Were you
That
still
was
in Tulare?
yeah. Way back in the 20s. It was in the early 20s, something like that.
Where's Edward?
Um,
Did you train Edward at?
how many brothers and sisters do you have?
2 sisters and 1 brother.
Aunt Mary
Aunt Mary and Irma.
and Irma. And
Irma's still alive. She lives in Escondido.
Don't move it, okay?
And who was the oldest?
The oldest was my sister Mary.
His sister.
She's 2 years older than me.
And then you.
And then me, and then Frank, and then Irma. Irma's about 5 years younger than Frank.
And was everybody born in Tulare?
Yeah, all of them. In fact, Irma was born right there in town in Tulare. In that old house there where Uncle Thomas and Tia Maria lived there in town. That's where Irma was born.
Irma was born. So, and where did you go to school?
I went to school in the old schools there in Tulare, the old Wilson School. They tore them down and they moved away somewhere.
There is a
No, I
Wilson
went
School.
to the old bungalows there in the back of the where the college where the
High school is.
High school is?
high school is now, and on the south of that. Used to be some little bungalows there. That was when I started school. First grade there, in the little bungalows.
And you went all through school there?
No, I went to school there, and then later on I went to the Wilson School, and then later on we went to Oakland County School. Then from there, then we moved down south, and I went to school in Norwalk.
When did you move to down south? When
We
did you
moved
move
down
to?
south in 26 or 27, something like
Moved to
that.
Artesia?
No, moved to Norwalk.
Norwalk.
Moved to Norwalk.
Did Vis-a-vis have a, start a dairy there?
Yeah, no, we moved there. We had a dairy here, and we moved to ship the cows down south, down to Southern California, and started a dairy in Southern California. But they had the cows here already.
It's on there?
And was that your first job working on the dairy?
Oh yeah, that's what I was born and raised on the dairy, and I milked cows until I was I guess about 16 years old, 16, 17.
And then what did you do?
Then I started driving a milk truck.
Who did you drive milk truck for?
When I had, I think I was 15 years old, and to get my driver's license, I lied about my age because I couldn't get driver's license unless I was 16 or more. So I lied about my age to get my license to drive a truck, milk truck.
So you drove a milk truck?
I drove milk truck for a long time, and then later on I drove hay trucks, drove cattle trucks, and then during the war I worked for the oil company. The oil company in Santa Fe Springs, and in Long Beach, and during the war I drove gasoline trucks. During the war I drove gasoline trucks and crude trucks and oil trucks.
And where were you driving?
Well, we go to San Diego, and all as far as going to Bishop, and hauled it onto the mines in Bishop to haul fuel haul gasoline into the service station, and we hauled fuel into the mountains there, into the mines. And machinery like diesel engines and stuff running those mine machines in the mountains, and I hauled fuel into those from Long Beach, and then I hauled a whole lot of gasoline into San Diego from Santa Fe Springs to San Diego, from Long Beach to San Diego. I even hauled stuff down into the harbor, down to the shipyards, and when they were building all the Liberty ships in Southern California. I hauled a lot of gasoline stuff into those refineries down in there. So that was during the war. And then after the war, when I was off of the release from my duties, because I was in the Army, actually we was working on Army contracts, and we was tied to our jobs. We couldn't quit, or we couldn't do anything. So when the war was over and we got released, well, then I come up here and start farming.
You came to
That was
Tulare?
about 47 or 46. 47, I think it was when I came.
And you and Vuvall got married in
Oh, we got married in 37.
37.
Yeah.
And where did you meet Vuvall at?
I met her, I met her way before I married her. When I hauled milk, that's when I met her.
You used to pick up milk at
Yeah, I picked up milk at their place. I knew their folks, knew her. Of course, her folks are from the same village in the old country that my mother comes from. They were all from the same, they were
not from Port Stu, they were from,
they knew each other pretty well then.
they're from Brsketch?
They were from Humming.
I mean, that's right,
My mother's from Humming, my dad's from Scoot, which is right next to Humming anyway.
right,
So
they were neighbors. So you knew her anyway,
I knew her since she was a little girl.
and so then,
Then when I married her, well then I drove milk truck too, still drove milk truck, and then during the war, of course during the war, then I drove the gasoline trucks. And
so where did you live when you first got married?
we lived in Artesia. The little house where we lived is still there.
Is it still there?
Yes, still there. It's the only house left.
Is it on a
From that
dairy?
time, it's still there.
Is it on one of the little dairies there?
It's on that little road there where it used to be the beet dump there. And the hobos and
The hobos and homeless people are living in it now?
lived in the beet dump. While they'd come over to our house and get water, because we had a faucet in front of the
And
house,
running water?
running water in front of the house, and they had permission to come in and get water anytime they wanted. So they'd come in and get water too, so they'd cook their stews and stuff over there.
Right
in
across
beet
the
dump.
street from the beet dump?
Yeah, well, it was down the street on the same side, but down the street a little ways. Not too far, about half a block.
And the house is still there?
The house is still there, just like it was.
Are there people living in it?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see anybody.
right across the street
I
from
didn't
the
stop. I
Catholic
just went
school.
by there.
Right
a few
across the
times.
street from the Catholic school?
Yeah, it's across the street from the Catholic, just a little ways down. Just about half a block or a block down south of the Catholic school.
And Inez was born there? Mom was born when you were living in
Inez was
there?
born in Buena Park in the old Peterson place.
So you had moved
In Buena
from
Park.
there, you moved there
But we was
to,
living there, but she had the baby. It was over
okay, somebody else's
over
house?
to her mother's, over to my
Oh.
mother-in-law's.
Okay, so,
And so when she had the baby, when she had Inez, well, I was with her until the baby was born.
then you had to leave the room?
And then I left the room, and the doctor showed up as afterward.
Oh, after baby was already
After the
born?
baby was born is when Dr. LaBerge showed up.
So mom was born there,
He was born in Buena Park.
and then Eleanor
Eleanor was born in the hospital.
in a hospital.
Yeah.
Now, were you still living in the same house?
Are they taking a picture
yeah,
on the
yeah.
thing there?
Still live in the same house when Eleanor was
No,
born.
why did you go to the hospital with Eleanor and not with,
Well, times change, you know. That's the way times change.
so,
When Inez was born, why it wasn't.
but Arlene was born at home?
No, Arlene was born in the hospital too.
Oh, I thought,
But then she was born in, I was in Tulare already when Arlene was born, but she was born down south. Now, and my folks, she was in Buena Park, my folks were living in, her folks lived in Buena Park. I mean, my in-laws were living in Buena Park, and she was there.
She went down there to have the
They
baby?
lived in, not Buena Park, they was in Carmenita.
oh, okay.
Carmenita is
So
where
they
lived.
had moved?
And Arlene was born in the hospital, but then my in-laws were living in Carmenita.
And she was born in a hospital down south.
Yeah, down south, yeah. But I was up here already with the dairy. I had a little dairy then.
So when did you move? When did you move here to Tulare? When did you start the dairy here in Tulare?
Oh, I started when I left. When I left.
After you left the contract?
When I left Southern California after the war. I came to the valley, and then I had the dairy for a year or two or so, and then I quit the dairy and went to farming cotton. Became a farmer.
I know where those boys doing over there.
And I never did dairy any since then.
Killed.
I've been a farmer and cattleman ever since.
Okay. So you
I
had
come
to
up here, I bought this place in '57, and February the 14th when the escrow closed this place in 1957.
So you were in Tulare,
But I was in Tulare already.
and you were on the west side over there by Palm Drive, was it?
I was in there by
Oh, to next
Laurel School.
Right across from Laurel.
Right across from Laurel School.
Sad from somebody.
What do you got, sweetheart?
You have a pizza?
Oh, I don't want any, no, thank you.
No, he has a pizza. How did you get
Oh, you
that?
got a pizza?
How did you get that pizza?
How'd you get that?
Peter's cemetery was.
Huh?
How did you get that pizza?
You
It's
don't know.
sad when
You don't know how to
they're
get
young
that
like
pizza.
that.
Okay, so then you moved down and started the dairy right after the war.
Every time I think about it, I wanna
And then
cry.
mom was the only one that was born. And then Eleanor was born, no, mom and Eleanor were born already,
Yeah.
right? And then
And then Darlene was born after I was in Tulare.
after you were already here.
She was born in,
Yeah.
And so then you farmed there.
Yeah, he
And
wanted to
we,
go
after I
home.
sold
He
it,
took him to the hospital.
finally sold the
He wanted
dairy
to go
and
home. Every time I see
and,
anybody, he put his arms out.
I went to farming cotton.
Right there on the same Laurel,
On the same ranch there, I farmed cotton for 5 years. I had at least 5-year lease on the ranch, and I farmed cotton there for 5 years. And then I bought a place of my own in Tulare, and I farmed that for 8 years, I think it was.
And where was that one at?
That was on, right next to the Laurel School, isn't that Laurel School?
Was that Laurel?
Yeah.
Where were you before Laurel?
We was out by Buena Vista.
Okay, by Buena Vista School.
Buena Vista School.
And that's where you went when you left, when you left Southern California and then came
Well, I didn't go right, yeah, I went, that's where I had the dairy at by Buena Vista.
by
yeah.
Buena Vista. And then you left there, and then that's when you bought the ranch
Yeah.
by Laurel.
I bought by Laura, I bought that ranch, and then I sold it and bought this one. After I sold it, I bought this one. And this, I come up here in '57, February the 14th in 1957. And I'm still here. And I'm 92 years old.
And what's next? So when you came here, you just had cattle here. You just did cattle. You just.
Yeah, I rent.
How did you farm?
I farmed too. I farmed grain. I dry farmed, and I did farm some cotton too. And I planted some trees. I planted some orange trees, and I sold that land.
That was the one across the street.
Yeah, I sold across the street, and I sold some down below. Altogether, I sold about 400 acres.
So you had 1,200 when you
I had
first.
1,300 acres.
13 when you
altogether.
first bought it.
When I first bought it, I had 1,300 acres, and I sold about 400 and some acres of it. And I still got 808 acres of it. Well, me and my daughters, because they own part of it. I deeded part of it to them years ago.
So you farmed dry grain,
Well, I farmed
trees.
grain, and mostly I always run cattle, but
Right.
on the side I farm some too. But generally I run cattle. First I rented cattle out, so much a head, and I kept cattle for raised heifers for different dairymen down in Tulare and Hanford, and mostly Tulare, Visalia. And then later on, I bought Hereford cattle, and I went strictly into beef cattle, cow and calf setup.
And how many did you?
And we run all the way from 80 to 100 to 120 year round.
You like it now?
First I bought Hereford cattle, and then later I introduced the Black Angus bulls crossbred, and then I developed a herd of what is called the black baldies. It's black with white face.
Is that a cross between Angus and the heifer?
I stayed with those, and then I kept breeding back with the registered Angus bulls until I had most of my cows were almost registered cows. Could be pure, almost purebred. So I had real good cows. And then I got to a point where my eyes start failing, and my health would start failing, or I couldn't run it like I should. So I finally sold the cows and leased the land.
When did you sell all the cows?
Sold the cows out in. I was in partners with my brother Frank on the Oregon ranch.
That's right, you had Oregon. When did you buy Oregon?
We bought that in 83, I think it was.
We also had Merced, you also had Snelling.
No, I had sold that already.
When did you buy Snelling?
I bought Snelling in what was 70? God, I don't remember now what year it was.
You bought Snelling, and then was there anything on it?
No, it was just, it was all permanent pasture.
It was all permanent pasture. And then when
irrigated permanent pasture.
Then Eleanor and Raymond moved up there.
Yes, they were moved up there.
And then that's when you put cattle on it.
Well, we bought the man that sold me the ranch had cattle too, and I bought 100 cows from him. I bought the ranch and 100 cows, and some heifers. I bought some heifers from him too. And
so did he watch them until Eleanor and Raymond moved up there?
until Raymond and Eleanor were there until I sold out. Then we sold the ranch to Flintcoat.
To the quarry.
Yeah. So then Raymond and Eleanor went to San Jose.
San Jose, right.
And he went to work for ADT, which he had worked for them before anyway.
Right. So you had bought Snelling before. How long did you have Snelling before Eleanor and Raymond?
I had a Snelling. I think I had Snelling for 8 years or something like that.
So you had it for a while, and then
Yeah, I had it for 8 or 10 years, something like that.
And then when did you buy Oregon? You guys bought the ranch in
I
Oregon.
bought the ranch in Oregon. I think it was 83.
You and Uncle Frank bought it together.
I bought a ranch in Oregon.
And then he lived there. Him and
Frank, he lives there. Yeah, he was
With
there
you.
all the time. I just drove back and forth, and when I was putting up hay, I was there when they was putting up hay,
and there was one house on the property, and then
no, there was Frank bought a trailer and moved the trailer in. There was one house on the property, and I lived in that. And then when I was up there, and then Frank bought a trailer, nice big mobile home, and we lived in that.
and then Dale lived in there.
You want some pizza?
And then when did you sell
We
Oregon?
sold out in 93, I think it was.
And did you sell?
94.
Did you sell the cows with it, or did you bring the cows down here?
No, we sold the cows.
Kelly wants some?
We sold cows at least twice. We'd raise heifers, we'd keep our heifers replacements, and then we'd sell the cows, and then we'd build up another herd with our replacements.
With the calves and the replacement heifer.
And then now, when we sold the ranch there, we sold some of the cows, we sold it to another cattleman, and some of them the rest of them we sold to the...
You want some
men that bought
pizza,
the
Marie?
ranch.
No, thank you.
You Mal?
What's that?
Pizza?
No,
No, I don't want any pizza.
Your pizza?
And so
Hot
then,
dog.
then you had cattle here until.
I had cattle here and I had cattle there too at the same time. In fact, here, Bob, my son-in-law, was the one who was taking care of the cows here while I was gone.
While you
because
were in Oregon.
I'd go up there and stay for a week or two, or sometimes longer,
Yes.
2 or 3 weeks sometimes. So while I was gone, Bob was the one that was taking care of things here. Taking care of the cattle and water and one thing or another.
So when you.
Just running cattle, beef cattle only, cow
Right.
and calf setup.
So it was just feed and water.
Yeah, you just see that they had water, their fences were up and one thing and another, just
Right.
kept them going.
Right, they were in permanent pasture, so you didn't have to drop hay or do anything like that.
No.
So when you sold Oregon, did you have cows here?
Yeah, we had cows here.
And so everything was just.
Yeah, I sold these cows later after I come back from Oregon, and is when I sold these. Well, I developed cancer, prostate cancer, while I was in Oregon, and then I got treated for it, one thing or another, and my eyes started bothering me then. I started going blind, and I've had trouble with my eyesight's really been bad, And so I couldn't run things here, so I had to sell out because of my eyes. I
Right.
couldn't see enough, and it's just too much for me.
So now you just lease the property?
Now I just lease it. In fact, I don't lease the ranch, I just lease the grazing. It's a grazing permit. I lease a grazing permit.
So they don't have a lease on the land?
They
They
don't have a
just,
lease on the land, they have a lease on the grazing.
right, so they can
have a
bring,
grazing permit.
right, so they have the rights to come and bring their cattle just
They
to
can bring
graze?
their cattle anytime they want, they can take them out anytime, they can put as many cattle as they want, and that's up to them.
Right, but they have no right to the property?
No right to the property, no, I have to maintain the property.
By center hoops to attract corporate.
They maintain the fences
It's not big enough for
because
Jen.
of their cattle, so they maintain the fences. And I maintain the pumps and the wells, and they maintain the troughs, and such as that, they're supposed to take care of that.
And then you just check on that, you just check on
I
that?
check and I kinda look out for things for them, you know.
And I've always wanted to know, where did you get the World War II Jeep at?
The what?
Where did you get the Jeep at?
Where'd your mom
Remember
go?
the old Army Jeep?
She's in a lot.
Oh, the Army Jeep, I bought that from Melvin Cotta. A long time ago, he used to bale hay or rake hay or something, he'd pull the baler or the rake behind it or something. And,
Where did he get it at?
I don't know where he got it, but it's an old military. And then
It's still green.
it went, I said, yeah. I said, how much wrong?
I'm gonna shoot
Oh, he says
you.
it don't run, but if you give me $250, you can have it.
You bought it for
I
$250?
bought it for $250, I towed it home. I pulled the head off of it, put a new head gasket, that's all that's wrong with it.
And it still runs?
Yeah, well, this is a different engine now, I wore the other engine out. This is about the third engine, and it still runs real good, because I
The
had
thing
this
is,
one overhauled.
showing pictures.
Yeah, things
The
on.
engine
taking
runs real
pictures.
good.
Uh-huh.
Rebuilt engine.
And then when did you buy the boat?
Oh, the boat, I bought it when oh God, that was a long time ago. I bought it in Visalia when I bought old Dodge, my Dodge car, that, what they call it, Dodge,
How was that?
it was a Dodge car, sedan. I forgot now what year it was. I bought the boat with it, because
The boat came with the car?
no, well, they said that I give them $2,500 more and I got
And you got the boat?
the boat. Yeah.
That's a
Look at
rubber
his
band.
fingers.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a rubber band on there.
Yeah,
And how
well,
about the trailer?
the trailer came with the trailer.
No, remember the mobile home trailer that we had up at Shaver?
Oh, I bought that when I had the place in Snelling.
Oh, you bought the trailer when we went to
When we
Snelling?
had the place in Snelling, I hauled it up to Snelling.
That's right, because it was across the street from where the house was, right?
Yeah. Across the street, the ranch was on both sides of the street there.
Right, because the house was on one
Yeah,
side.
and the trailer was on the other side.
Then when did you move it to Shaver?
Oh, that's after I sold the Merced Ranch. Well, then I moved it to Shaver. I moved it to Shaver, but just for for 1 summer, 2 summers, or 3 summers.
Yeah, because when Mom and Dad were in the Azores.
Yeah, that's when I had it up there.
Well, you guys stayed with us.
Yeah, because then we were in
Yeah.
Shaver, and that's 69.
Yeah.
So you had it before,
Oh yeah, I had it already. Yeah, I had it before that.
but you moved it to Shaver
Yeah.
before you sold Snelling, because if we were in Shaver in 69, did you have the trailer be,
I had the trailer when I bought the trailer when I had the ranch. I'm pretty sure it's when I had the ranch in Snelling.
okay, so
I
then,
hauled it over there. I took it over there.
You guys never did go to the house at the ranch, did you?
yeah,
You did?
Eleanor lived there. So we were there
Yeah.
with the one with the really, really tall ceilings, that had like 12-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the house that Eleanor lived in.
Yeah, the old-fashioned house.
The old-fashioned
That
house.
house was built in the early days. I mean, in the early days.
It was a nice house. It
Oh,
was
it
big.
was. Sure it
It
was.
was big. They tore it down, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, they tore it down. Either tore it down or burned it down. I don't know which.
Well, but the trailer was at Shaver
I had the, but that was, when
before you went to Snelling.
I had the, was that before I had the, went to Snelling?
Well, because Mom and Dad went to the Azores in 69. And that's when we were, because Eleanor and Arlene weren't even married yet.
You know, I don't remember now. I lost track of the dates.
Because not unless it was a different trailer. I think it was.
No,
in the
no, I
same-
just had one trailer.
Right. Because remember, Mom and Dad went to the Azores in '69.
And then I brought the trailer home here and I parked it over there. And
Then you moved it to Snelling.
And then, no, when I had it there and then I sold it to Joe
Right,
and Inez.
Right.
They used to, the milkers lived in it.
right. The Milkers lived in it. But it must have gone from Shaver to Snelling and then here and then there.
The trailer was
Might have
never in
been,
Snelling.
might have been.
The trailer
I had
was
it.
never in Snelling.
The trailer, Mom's saying this trailer was never in Snelling, but I thought it was across the
The
street.
trailer wasn't Snelling,
It was
yeah.
in Snelling across the street.
Oh, yeah, across the street.
But Mom, when did you go to the Azores? '69 the first time? Okay. And that's when we were in Shaver with Eleanor and Arlene and Diane and Frank and Theo, and all of us stayed there. Remember the time I got chased by that dog when I caught my big fish?
Yeah,
That was in '69, so that had to be.
yeah.
So what year did you buy Snelling?
I bought Snelling,
Took your picture with the
With the
fish.
fish, yeah.
oh God, I remember now.
You must have moved the trailer from Shaver to Snelling. Because we had the
Must have
trailer,
been, yeah, must have went to Snelling afterward.
because we had the trailer in '69.
Yeah.
Because you had the boat in '69. That's when we spent a couple of summers up there
Yeah,
because Frank and Theo had a trailer.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Diane was there.
Yeah.
And then
Everybody slept in the trailer, wasn't they?
everybody slept, you made me sleep on top of the kitchen
I had
table.
the boat too already.
Right,
I had
because
the boat
we
already.
would water ski.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I learned to water ski.
Yeah,
And that's where you taught me how to fish.
And
I
I
caught
caught caught a trout, a great big trout.
11-inch trout, I still
With
remember it.
one little hook with a worm on it. Caught-
Everybody else
Everybody else was trolling, no, and they caught nothing. She's the only one with a little hook with a worm on it. She got a great big trout.
and I was 7. And I
she
still
was-
have that picture in my hanging in my house with me and my
Everybody
fish.
was fishing and she was there not fishing, and I thought, well, gee, poor Marie, she should be fishing too, you know, she's not. So I fixed a line with a worm and a hook on it. I gave it to her.
Just so that I'd be happy.
Yes, I can be happy. She caught a trout.
I'm the only one that caught
The only
anything.
one that caught anything.
I was all excited. I remember
Oh,
when
yeah,
we measured
that was exciting.
11 inches rainbow trout,
Great big old trout.
and we took a picture, and then you made me clean it.
Well, yeah, you gotta do that.
Now you said,
Really?
yeah, because
Oh, that wasn't that big, was it?
it was 11 inches.
Big one.
Oh, really?
I don't remember. Did we eat it that night?
I guess, I don't know. I guess we must have eaten.
We must have ate it that night. All I remember is you told me that if you catch it, you have to clean it. So I remember cleaning it. But I still have that picture. Joey and Elaine and I all took a picture with my fish. But I remember because Eleanor and Arlene weren't married yet.
I guess not, no.
Because we were still little.
Hey, don't hurt McKella.
Anthony, stop it.
Yeah. Good old
Just
days.
taking
huh?
pictures.
Still taking a picture?
You tired? You ready to take a nap? Ready to rest?
No, I'm not gonna take a nap now.
Okay.
No, with you guys here, I'm not gonna sleep with you guys here. I gotta visit with you.
That's right. I got to visit.
Oh gosh, I don't get to see you too often, so.
Okay, so we'll go through the grandchildren. So we had the 3 girls: Inez, Eleanor, Arlene.
Arlene.
Gonna
Okay.
fall.
Inez got married in
Gonna fall and go
1962.
boom. Fall and go boom, boom,
Joe.
boom.
November 10th, 1962.
Is
And
that what it
then
was? I don't remember.
1962.
I'm lost.
Well, it's got to be 62 because I was born in 63, so it can't be any later than that. Then I was born August 30th, 1963. Joey was born February 17th of 1965. And Elaine was born December.
What I do remember about that was that when Joey got his first haircut in Orange Cove,
Born Orange Grove. You took him. Vavon Vavo took him.
we took him to Orange Cove, and that barber there in Orange Cove, he was a nice guy. He's the one that gave him his haircut. And he was all right until I don't know what happened there.
He turned the clippers on. Did you hear the noise of the
As
clippers?
soon as he heard the clippers, boy, he went bunkos.
We took a home movie of it too.
And he said, I remember for something about you, and they asked her, and she said, I'll never forget that.
Yeah,
Praying, was it?
yeah, Joey was crying.
Yeah.
And we were giving him lollipops and
trying to keep him
rattles
hushed up.
and everything, trying to keep him quiet so that they could take
He
the.
couldn't cut his hair, yeah.
Well, I don't think he liked the clippers and
They did cut his hair though, he cut his hair, but towards the last he had a hard time.
because he was crying.
Yeah, he was crying, but he did cut his hair.
Yeah, we cut
It was
his,
his first haircut.
yeah, that was his first haircut. And we took
We took
movies.
a picture of the movies.
Yeah, we have movies of him
Yeah,
in his,
yeah,
with his
yeah.
first haircut.
That I remember real well.
And then I remember you bought Elaine's first bike here, and you bought it at that, was it Elaine or was it Joey? That little secondhand place, was it your, it was, yeah, the little secondhand place right there on American? No, which one goes into Dinuba? Yeah, American.
Yeah, American.
There was that,
Alta, not Alta.
no, there was that little,
Alta, was Alta? No?
I think it was, there was a little like secondhand thrift store that you went and bought Elaine a bike.
You know, I don't remember that.
Or was, and I remember you bought Joey one was training wheels,
Yeah. I don't remember that.
because we had the bike, we had bikes here. And I remember Joey said, training
No,
wheels.
I got all kinds of bikes in that granary there. I got old bikes there.
Well, I think you still have my stroller.
They're all the bikes you guys
Or
had.
you
They're all
might-
in there.
I think you have my
There's
tricycle.
about 5 or 6 bicycles in there. Little ones and big ones.
You had my tricycle and we kept it
We
here.
have it.
Do you have it now? Because we had it here for a long time. And then when the little
Your
kids would come.
tricycle?
My tricycle.
I even got the wheelbarrows that Mama, when she was a little girl, she saw the handles off of it. I still got it. They're
She
all
saw the
beat up.
handle. She saw the handles off of the wheelbarrow.
No, but she saw the handles off. She thought they were too long. They're awful handy. She took a saw and sawed them off. Shortened them. Shortened them. She thought they were too long. You know, we've done a lot of carpenter work around her and around the place, and of course she seen all of that. And she knew how to handle a saw. She took a saw.
Right. They were too long for her.
She was a little tiny thing.
She didn't like it that long. She didn't like them that long. And then you've raised cows, chickens. What else? What?
Oh, when we was in Tulare, before I moved up here, I had the old McDonald farm. I had ducks, I had turkeys, I had chickens, I had
Guinea
rabbits,
hens?
I had
Do you have guinea hens?
guinea hens,
Ducks.
all kinds of ducks,
Ducks.
geese. I had geese.
And what did you do with all these animals? I mean,
He farmed.
Well, I don't know what we did with them. We gave them away or sold them. We had a lot of chickens too. We sold the chickens, and we sold the geese, and the guinea hens. I think we left them there. Yeah, I left the guineas there.
We didn't live next door to the school.
Yeah, we left them there. We had about 30 or 40 guinea hens, and I couldn't catch them because they were wild. I left them there when I sold the ranch.
the new owner just got them too.
Huh?
The new owner just got the guinea hens too.
Yeah, they got the new owners. I don't know what they done with them, but
We
they
lived
got
right next door to the school.
Right.
These
And the
go to
guinea
school
hens go
and-
over there and make noise.
make noise, and the teachers wanted to know if I would pin them up or something because they distract the kids in class.
But you couldn't catch them.
I said, how come I catch them? They can fly, I can't. And they said, well, they'd go shoo them away. Then when they'd come in the yard and make noise, one of the kids would go outside and run them off.
Every time that this make noise, they
Yeah, they'd make even more noise.
Yeah, and the kids, they'd laugh, and get distracted, and the teachers didn't want that.
Yeah.
But I had no control on them.
But I think we sold them to this couple.
I brought some up here.
You brought some
Yeah,
when you
remember-
moved here?
Remember, we had the guinea hens up here. The coyotes ate them, but they 1 or 2 at a time. And then remember when Spooler, it wasn't Spooler, it was the guy from Tulare, that young guy that he had fighting chickens,
Oh, it
fighting
was,
roosters.
yeah, it was.
Charlene's always there.
Oh, a young guy, I forgot his name now. His dad was an insurance man.
Oh, Spooler. Yeah, Spooler and Surgeon. Hooper.
Yeah, was it Spooler? No, it wasn't.
The Spooler and Sturgeon have
Yeah.
insurance there.
Yeah.
So he had fighting chickens.
The boy had fighting chickens. He'd bring them up here. He brought them up here to raise up here. And one of the roosters got used a little girl.
Got yeah, that's the one
Remember
that
that he pecked you?
poked me in the
Yeah,
forehead.
he was trying to kill you.
Well, I don't
I
remember it.
killed him, I fixed him up.
Yeah, I only remember is that he knocked me down and stood on my chest and was poking me in the head.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, he was a fighting
And
rooster.
to this day, I don't like chickens. I think I've been traumatized. I don't like
fixed
chickens
him.
or
I
roosters.
fixed him, he never done that again, I killed him.
Did we have chicken that night?
They're wild chickens, and
They're fighting roosters.
Yeah, they're, yeah.
His name was Dane.
Well, I was remembering that when I was digging through some weeds. I go, oh, it's right, groundwork season.
That's Spooler.
My hickey drove me.
Sturgeon? No.
Is it hot outside, Joe?
Oh, I can't think of his last name, wasn't,
And so he was raising fighting chickens here,
yeah.
so he was from Tulare.
He was from Tulare, but he'd have the roosters and chickens up here.
How many fighting chickens did
We
you
had
have?
quite a few of them, but he'd come up here, when the roosters were just about ready to train,
Mm-hmm.
he'd come up here and catch the roosters, take them home, then I'd train them when he got home.
36 minutes.
But,
Where are you at?
he quit it because for some reason they weren't good fighters, the roosters that he raised up here.
That was against the law
Weren't worth the
too.
darn, I guess they're too tame,
They were too tame?
I guess. I
Tame,
don't know.
too
But
tame to
anyway,
me.
I'm not that one that
The one that attacked me.
want to fight you. He didn't fight nobody anymore though.
So, and then traveling, let's see, where have you gone? You've gone to Hawaii,
We've gone to Hawaii, we've gone to Alaska, we went to
you went to the Azores,
We went to the Azores, we went to Florida,
went to New York.
yeah, went to New York.
You know, that house is not there, the school's not there anymore, they tore everything down.
Which one, the one by Laurel?
Yeah, it is
Wow.
for everything, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's in the
The
house.
Chico boys are the ones that wound up buying that. I
Gabe,
sold that to Morse Cooley, and then he turned around and sold it to Pachicos. They
To-
tore down the barns and
to
the
Gabe and
houses
Tony?
and oak trees, everything, they cleaned up everything.
what's on it there now? Is it a dairy?
That was,
there?
No, it's just farmland now,
Is it
open
farmland?
farmland.
Is it open farmland now?
No, not a house, no fences, no trees, no nothing, it just, it's good
And then
farmland.
Bellows, when they had the twin boys.
Yeah,
They turned that into a real productive farm. Of course, it was all right when I had it too. Had fun there. We had, oh gosh, it was the old McDonald farm.
yes, I guess.
We had everything. We had horses, we had cows, had sheep,
Do you have pigs?
had pigs. Then we had pigs, we had a whole lot of them.
They got Chucky.
Had a lot of pigs.
A lot of pigs,
Sidewing.
chickens,
You're,
guinea hens,
you're at
ducks,
about 40 minutes, huh?
Said, go for snakes.
gopher snakes, rabbits.
Yeah, we caught one eating our little rabbits.
One gopher snake? You
Yep.
remember?
Good big old gopher snake already had eight, I think one or two of our little baby rabbits. Got into the pen in the rabbit hutch and was eating the little rabbits. That's the first time I ever had that done, and that was the last time he ever done it too. I killed him too. It was a gopher snake, great big gopher snake.
So that was your pet? You guys raised that one? Or it was just wild on the
No,
dairy?
it was a wild one. It was on the ranch there, wild one. It was no pet. I never did like snakes for pets.
And then you moved here in 57,
I moved here in '57.
then you bought Snelling,
I bought the Snelling
then you bought
after
Oregon.
I bought the Snelling place because I needed more room. I needed summer pasture, irrigated summer pasture, so I could run cows here in the winter time and then run them up there.
So did you take the whole herd up to Snelling or?
Yeah, I'd haul them back and forth. I'd haul them from here in the spring. I'd haul them to Snelling, and in the fall I'd haul them back here. Winter them here, and then haul them back up there until I sold that to the rock outfit.
So we made them more money of selling that for rock.
Right, to Flint Coat. But then you bought Oregon after that.
I bought Oregon after
And then you
that.
did the same thing in Oregon. Took the heifers from here up to there? or
No,
you-
no, I had a different scene because I had a partner down there. I was in partnership with Frank, my brother down there, so that was a separate deal altogether. I had this one here, and I was partners here with Arlene and Eleanor.
Where the girls go.
Yeah, and
Inez.
Right, but the cows just stayed here now, so you
the
didn't.
cow stayed here. It was a different herd altogether, and then we had another herd up there.
And when did you sell Oregon?
I sold Oregon in what, 90, 91, 92, something like that.
Yeah.
I had it Well, let's see, no, we had it for 10 years, 11 years. I bought it in 83, so 93, 94, I think it was 94.
And then Uncle Frank stayed after you sold it?
He stayed there in the trailer after he sold because the deal was that he could live in the trailer as long as he lived. His lifetime.
Right,
He'd
the rest
live in
of
the
his life.
trailer. Free. Didn't cost him anything except he paid for his water and electricity
His
and that's all.
utilities.
They paid the taxes and he lived in the trailer for the rest of his life if he wanted to. And then Thea got awful sick.
Right.
So he couldn't be there, so he had to be close to a
And
hospital.
Sleepy
so-
Joe.
So he sold out. That's when he moved out of the trailer and
that?
went down to
Sleepy
Artesia.
Joe.
Got your eyes
Back to
against small.
California and went to Artesia.
Yeah, he moved back to Artesia.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Sleepy Joe. I said, who's that?
And then Theo passed
And
away.
then Theo passed away and Frank's still down there in Artesia, but oh, he wished he
That
was up
place
here
there, we
though.
saw
Yeah,
that
talked to him
place.
last Sunday when he's here.
That
He said,
is
I hate that
disgusting.
down there. That rat
It's so
race.
busy down there.
There's cars and people and
Well,
there's
compared to where he lived in Oregon.
Yeah, I know, so quiet.
So quiet.
Oh, I wish I was in Oregon
So
again. He
gross.
loves that up there. I told him, I said, those winters are terrible. Yeah, he didn't think the winters were terrible. He had a
Yeah.
nice house with a nice heating.
Right. And heating and air
He
conditioning.
went out, he'd go out and feed cows in the wintertime. That's all he done in the wintertime is feed cows.
That
Take care of the
snow.
cows. Didn't farm it in the wintertime, you can't farm it there.
Right.
So he'd go out and feed cows in the morning and then that was it. Get back in this nice warm house and oh, he didn't mind it at all.
No, see, the winters aren't rough if you're inside the
I
house.
know.
In the heat.
Yeah, nothing wrong with them.
So now the property here is leased out, and they don't lease the property, they just lease the grazing.
Yeah, there's a grazing permit.
And you just
And
putz around and keep
I think
everything.
that ranch there in Oregon, Snelling, that's what made, give us the money.
Well, when you sold it,
We sold it, it's got made some good money.
it done pretty good while I had it too, but the trouble was the cattle were cheap, so then I sold one time, I sold 200 and some head of yearlings through the sale there in Snelling, not Snelling, but Merced, that, I forgot the name of this.
Hot,
Out there.
Anyway, I sold
turn the fan on.
over 200 yearlings there at that one time, and I think the top price was 47 cents a pound, and they topped the sale. That was
at 47 cents.
47 cents was the top of the sale. They're all selling cheaper than that, so the cattle prices were terrible those
Yeah.
days.
Yeah,
Couldn't make any money with them because the prices were terrible. Too many cattle.
yeah, too many cattle.
Want something to drink, Joe? Want something to drink?
And that brings us to now. We're all here
And
tonight.
here we are.
And here we are on the ranch.
Yeah, here I am with my family around me. Feel good.
I think we've
I
got it.
love my family, and I love to have my family with me.
2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. And we're all here. Let's see, we have
Name all the grandchildren.
3 daughters. Inez.
Name all the
Arne-
grandchildren. The daughters and the grandchildren.
3 daughters, Inez, Eleanor, and Arlene. Grandchildren. See, Inez married to Joe and has
There's 3.
Marie, Joey, and Elaine. Marie married to Joe. 4 boys, Jonathan, Jameson, Andrew, and Jordan.
Uh-huh.
Elaine married to Mark Rivero.
Yeah, she has 3. A boy.
Michaela, Melaine, and Mark Anthony. Joey married to Michelle with 1, Sam, who's 12.
Yeah.
Eleanor married to Raymond, who
Yeah.
deceased in
She had little Raymond and then Michael.
Yeah, little Raymond.
Michael's the only one left. Big Raymond, little Raymond both passed away.
Yeah, big Raymond
So she's
deceased.
got, Michael's with her, and he's married now. He's got a wife and a baby on the way.
Baby on the
And they
way.
live in Escondido.
Yes.
They
And then
got a nice
Arlene,
home in Escondido, and he works for the Western Airlines, or West,
Southwest.
huh?
Southwest.
Southwest
Yeah,
Airlines.
and so does she.
And she does too.
Okay. And Arlene married Bob.
Bob is he's retired now. He's a PG&E man. Worked for PG&E all of his life.
Andrea's living at the coast.
And oh, that's right, Andrew's got, Arlene, they got 2 daughters too.
2 daughters, Andrea living at the coast, she works for a radio station.
Amy's in
Pennsylvania.
no, she's in,
She's in New York.
Yeah, back east.
yeah, in, Jersey City.
Right, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
She's in New Jersey.
She's in New Jersey.
And she's under her, she's learning to be a doctor. She's on her apprenticeship in the hospital now for 2 years. And then
Right.
she'll be a full-fledged doctor.
Then she'll be a full-fledged doctor, and she's married to
A
Doug.
baby doctor.
Baby doctor, yeah, pediatrician. Married to Doug, live in New Jersey.
Doug, what's his last name now?
Shriver.
No,
Doug,
was
their
that?
last name. Doug's last name, isn't it Shriver?
Fire.
no.
Shire.
Shire.
Shire. S-H-I-R-E, yeah,
Shire.
Shire. So, got them all spread out a little bit, but everybody's here.
Yeah.
And that's the life up to now,
That's what it is.
up to
Okay.
92.
Okay.
Thank you, Bubba.
Thanks, Marie.